What's up, traders? This is Matt with Conservative Trades coming at you with another episode of the Paper Trade Diaries. Today, I'm looking at a few different stocks here. The market has kind of settled down a little. It's 10:38 in the morning, and there's a couple things I'm looking at. First of all, Workhorse. This is one that I called yesterday in yesterday's video. I told you guys this was going to continue to make its way up. You can go back, you can look at that, you can check me on that. Again, yesterday's video I was talking about Workhorse. It had broken all-time highs, and it's really pumping up on good news, right? Just check the fundamentals on it, right? The Biden administration has made some comments that are causing investors to want to get in on this. And we are, I was talking yesterday. I was thinking yesterday we were going to get this kind of a pump. I thought we were going to get this pump up all the way up to, close to $40. So, a day late and a dollar short. But nonetheless, if you were swing trading this, kudos to you because you've done very, very, very well on Workhorse. So I'm looking at that. But and there's been some crazy moves today. GME, opened at $348 a share. I mean, my goodness. Neo is getting a nice strong pump up. This is really good. I like to see stuff like this. These are parabolic moves, great parabolic moves to short into because there's a lot of previous areas of support that is going to be acting as heavy resistance. Obviously, I want to see confirmation of this more on the 3-minute chart. That's kind of what I'm going to be looking at. And I'm also going to be looking to see if there's any effect of this in accordance with the SPY, the QQQs. mRNA is pumping up real nice. A lot of good parabolic moves that could be capitalized on and shorted into. Let's see, yeah. Overstock, VIR, this is a good one. This was a great one to have gotten in on this morning. Workhorse is getting a nice solid pullback now, so it's not one that I'm going to really be messing with. But BBBY, this has undoubtedly been in some sort of a short squeeze. This is the second day this week that we're seeing this. It's got a 66% short float interest, almost 67% short float interest. And, we saw it the other day. Let's look at the daily chart. It squeezed up and then sold off. Okay, and it's squeezing up again and selling off. It's only 100 million share float, little over 100 million share float, and so it's not going to be that difficult for institutional traders to come in and pump up the price. And but I don't think anybody's buying Bed Bath & Beyond. I really don't. They closed down like 60 some stores this year. I don't care what kind of news it's going on right now. I genuinely do not think that. That long-term smart investors are really looking to get into Bed Bath & Beyond. I think what people are looking for right now is to take profit, right? To take profit on these prices. But I think with the short float interest, it really does make for good short squeeze territory. And again, I think that's really what we're seeing right now with Bed Bath & Beyond. Could it continue to squeeze higher and higher? Absolutely. But I think ultimately people are going to be looking to take profits. And I think when you see stuff like this, this is the perfect pullback strategy move. You've got 3 strong bars, and this is the 5-minute chart, mind you. But even on the 3-minute chart, look, this would have been a perfect place to start averaging into a position. Knowing that it on the daily, it could have come up to closer to $55, $56. I think that's where the stronger area of previous support would have been. But it didn't quite make it up there. It ended up pulling back and coming all the way down and flushing back down here. So let's take a look back at mRNA, Neo. I'm just looking for an opportunity real quick. I think we can find one. I don't think I would try it on GME. I don't even know if people could find shares for short on GME. Look at GME. Look at the short float interest on GME, guys. This is crazy. 140% short float interest, and it's a 50 million share float. Easily could be easily pumped up by institutional traders. Bed Bath & Beyond clearly found support around here, and now it's pumping up again. So I would look to just merely capitalize on the short-term pullback on something like that. VIR, if this one pumps up, which I don't know. The volume is very weak. But if it were to start picking up volume and pumping up, I would not even halfway try to get in until maybe up in the 20s, the 120s. And I would average in with a very small position at that point, just to try to get a good, quick scalping pullback move. I think Workhorse is going to continue to get bought up. I'm still holding to that. I think this is going to go. I think Workhorse is going really really high in the next few days to come. I think it's going to pump. I think it's going to pump. I don't know if it's going to be 40s, 50s, 60s. If it's going to be one that reaches 100. Let's see. Let's see the float. Yeah, I mean, and with a 30% short float interest, oh yeah, this definitely has potential to be the next huge run up stock. Here we go. VIR starting to pump up. Starting to pump up again. All right, guys. So we're back on VIR. You can see it just took my order right here at 135. So I am currently in 100 short, 100 shares short at 135. I'm going to be looking to add again at one. Let's see. So we've got 1, 2 bars. Let's say 145. 145. Okay, I'm going to add again there, and then that'll give me 200 short at 140. But right now we took 100 short at 135. On the 3-minute chart, it's yeah, this is great. It's a perfect first entry, good first entry point, because I think it's going to get up to 550 probably, or 150 before a pullback. But looks like it looks like it's halted. Okay, we're back on VIR, and it's looking as volatile as ever. It just came out of the halt, and it looks like I may go ahead and be able to take profit. We'll say we'll take it down here at 121. Let's see, 121. I really want to get that other 200 shares up here, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. So what I would look for right now on the 3-minute is just a quick flush down return to that 9 EMA. And I'm offering an order plenty above that 9 EMA and above the hard or the whole number of 120, because it could find support at 120, right? So, all right. It may shoot up again. We may get that opportunity to get in at 145. Okay, now because of the volatility, I'm actually going to move this up to 155. I'm going to move it all the way up to 155. That'll give me a 200 share average at 145. Okay. What a volatile move. What a volatile move. So want to be very, 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 very careful with these. So mind you, if I was watching my P&L right now, my P&L would tell me you're down $500. Well, now it would say $300. Because remember, I got in at 135. Really want to see a nice thrust, a nice quick volatile thrust up to 155. If I could get that 200 average up to 145, I think that would be great. And this looks like it's about to flush, so I may not get that opportunity. May not get that opportunity. Yeah, it's coming right back down. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. This could be a bull flag consolidation right now. Actually, the 3-minute, see that 9 EMA is coming up. So I always say that when it starts going into consolidation, sometimes it's good to get out and reset your position. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to move this up to 124. So 124, because on the 3-minute, that's kind of where it would meet the 9 EMA. Let's see what it does. See what it does. What I don't like is that this is looking like very, very little sell volume right here. Let's break it down to the 1 minute and see how much sell volume we're actually getting. Okay, so sell volume is somewhat dying off. So yeah, if it doesn't break, if it doesn't crack soon, I'll probably just have to go ahead and get out. I'll probably have to go ahead and get out and reset my position. So this was a nice volatile flush here. I actually could have made almost $1,000 on that. Okay. Closed on a doji. Closed on a doji on the 5 minute. So we really need to see a flush here. Okay. On the 3 minute, that 9 EMA is moving up. So I'm going to move mine up to 126. Now we stand to only make about $900. So again, if it does not resolve here quickly, I may have to reset my position. I'd really like to see it bust through that 9 EMA on the 1 minute and come down to test that that 20 EMA. Looks like the buy volume is dying off slightly on the 1 minute, so that's a pretty good sign. Let's see if it checks out on the 3 minute. Yeah, it's checking out on the 3 minute too. So yeah, that's pretty good. We could get a nice flush here and a quick fill at 126. Look at the 3 minute. Still looks like it could tap that EMA. Let's look at the 5 minute. And let's look at the 1 minute. Yeah, if it recovers that EMA on the 1 minute, I'll go ahead and get out. And I'll even take a little bit of a profit there. Otherwise, I'm looking for a flush down to 126. Can we get it? If we don't get it here, I'm going to come out. That's a huge rule with, you know, the whole pullback strategy. You go into a point of consolidation. So here's the thing. If it breaks 131, I'm out. I'm putting a stop at 131. So it's either going to get my stop or it's going to get me out at 126 for 900. So let's see what happens here. There we go. Almost got it. Come on. Not quite. Not quite. Ah, it's not getting it. Need to see it flush down past 126. There it is. Okay, 125.62. So, okay, we got out with $900 profit on VIR. So short, 100 short, 135. Bought back at 126. Up $900 on the day. Okay, so again, you know, I was looking for this to happen on a couple different stocks. I was watching, you know, GME and even watching mRNA, but this one really seemed to provide the best opportunity. We had a really nice solid pullback all the way up here. This was like the third bar up, and this was a strong bar. Actually, that's the 1 minute. So let me, it might have only been the second bar on the 3 minute. Yep. Okay. Yeah. So this was actually the second bar on the 3 minute. I went ahead and got in kind of towards the top of that second bar, right around here. And I had another order. I was expecting or wanting it to shoot up one more time up to 145. It didn't quite make it up there. It got halted, slammed down here. I actually probably could have went ahead and gotten out with that $1,000 profit there almost. But then it came back up. And so then instead of keeping my next order at 145, I thought to myself, well, man, this could form another really long extended bar off of this 9 EMA. So let me try to see if I can get a 200 average at 145 by putting in another order to short 100 shares at 155. So, but it never made it up, and it came back down, and you can see it met that 9 EMA, and now it's starting to pump back up again. So we did get a good move. As it came down, it started looking like it was going to, form a little consolidation here. It looked like it was forming support on the 1 minute. And so when that was happening, I went ahead and said, all right, you know what? If it breaks these previous candle highs, I'm going to go ahead and get out at 131. So by that point, I was already going to profit. The question was, how much was I going to profit? And if it had popped up, I would have only profited $400. As it is, it dropped down. And I was able to make $900 on that. So guys, this has been another episode in the Paper Trade Diaries. And I hope you guys are enjoying this. This is only meant to be purely educational, right? This is educational content. I'm just demonstrating to you some of these strategies that I've been testing for a while, and I also want to start showing you some strategies that I've been testing, here in simulation over the past several months. And I know it's not as exciting for people who are doing live trading because it's paper trading, right? But I'm not doing this to be exciting. That's not what it's about for me. Really, what it's about for me is, practicing what I preach. Back when I was doing a lot of live trading on the channel and I was, streaming it, all my live trades on YouTube and all of that stuff, I was constantly talking about stuff like this. I talked about trader psychology and the mentality behind trading and what happens when, a trader gets to the point to where their strategy either just isn't working or they've just been beaten up so much by the market that, they're just continuing to, just not do well, whether they're losing a lot of money or just purely just breaking even. If you're not profitable in trading over a certain period of time, you need to just get out for a while. Look, I practice what I preach. I've done this multiple times. I've taken multiple breaks from trading. And, I've only been trading for 3.5 years. Okay. And a lot of the greatest traders that we know of that we, follow on YouTube and whatnot. A lot of these guys it took them 3 to 5 years, some of them even a little bit longer, to become consistently profitable traders. Okay. And, this is part of the process. Sometimes part of the process is just stopping with the live trading, going back into simulation, and even be willing to spend months of your time testing strategies. And so I'm practicing what I preach. That's what it's about for me. Just living by example and, having fun with it in the process and being able to provide educational content, valuable content here on the channel in the process, while also maintaining the relationships that were built up during that time. So guys, have a wonderful day. I'll see you on the flip side.